I just worked very, very hard and continued to draw as much as I could and ask questions. And in those days, I sought out to be educated. I wanted to learn about art. And so the normal school here in London had a course on a Saturday afternoon for young students, young children. And I was one of that group, and that was in my neighborhood. And I would go there, and it would cost 10 cents to have that little course of art. It was marvelous. 10 cents. And then we couldn't afford the 10 cents, and it was reduced to 2 cents we paid to have, and they gave us paper and paint and everything. We did all that sort of thing. And the teacher would teach us how to draw and how to control our colors and so on. So that was the first education, and I was probably about 8 years old, maybe 8 or 9 years old at the time. And that was my first education. Bishop Cody, I felt, was a remarkable bishop. A very modest, self-effacing, unaffected bishop. And he loved people, and we met, and we hit it off very well from the very beginning. And then he said to me, I think you have the talent. I think you have the talent to transform the Lady Chapel for us. They had built a new chapel on the cathedral, which had then become a basilica, which warranted them having a devotion to the Madonna. So he says, I want to build a Lady Chapel, and I'd like you to work on it and design it for us. And I was thrilled to do that, and I was really quite young. I think I was about 31 or 2 at the time. And I said, thank you, Your Excellency, I'd be very happy to do it. So, and they said, well, give us a drawing or a painting of the Madonna as you see it. So I did the painting of the Madonna, and I thought, oh, I hope they accept it.
Aziz was an art instructor at Yale University and a lecturer at various colleges and museums throughout Canada and the United States.
I went to Yale University. They accepted me there, and I'm very grateful they did, because my whole life was transformed by going through Yale University and going to the art department there and graduating in the fine art department with a bachelor's degree, and then finally with a master's degree. And their specialty was egg tempera-en-gesso, which is the Italian word for plaster. And the process is complicated but wonderful. It's just, the egg yolk is mixed and ground with the dry pigment, and that in turn is, with a little bit of water is added to it, and that's the medium, and we paint with little paint brushes, little watercolor brushes, and little strokes, several little strokes, and that's the way it's done. It's a slow process, but it's a wonderful discipline. It makes you think while you paint. You don't just splash stuff paint on the canvas, the panel. You do it by a process that demands skill and thought and determination, and you just go, and patience, and you just go at it that way, which is what I like, because it's so easy for the artist to trap himself, to go into say, I'm going to paint a picture and splash the canvas with something and think, oh boy, I've really done a job here. Now, take it easy, kid, you know, just slow down here for a while and do it properly.